The following High Button Sports presentation of the Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League is a training broadcast. You're currently watching preseason coverage. Our broadcast crew is using these preseason games for training and preparation for the upcoming season. Thank you for your patience as our crew gets our reps in. Regular High Button Sports coverage begins soon.
Company, they are your back to back to back.
Good afternoon, folks, and welcome into the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center. My name is Jeff McIntyre for High Button Sports, and we're here today to bring you an under-18 major preseason matchup between the Cape Breton West Islanders and the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Just about set to get things kicked off here. You'll have to bear with me today. There's not a whole lot of information on rosters for this one, but we'll do our best. Starting goalies look like number 1, Reed Majich, in goal for the Rush. And just judging by the stature for the West, looks like Carter Kirsten. And we're ready to kick things off. Here we go. Off the opening draw. Puck sent down inside the Rush zone. Pass up the wall is a good one. Over the line into the middle. That's stripped from behind. West almost have a chance for an odd man rush there, but they have this puck stripped before they can get away. Miller for the Rush behind the goal. Can't center the puck. West doing well to keep everything to the outside early here. Hit from behind, and that's going to draw the first penalty of the game, going to the Rush. Number 21, Austin Miller. He'll sit for 2 minutes or less. 30 seconds into this one. Boarding will be the call. First power play of the game here coming to the West. Draws scrummed. Andrea comes up with it. Andrea comes up with it and sends it down the ice for the Rush off the opening draw there. West inside their own zone, looking to regroup. Pass hits a stick, dribbles into the neutral zone. Sent down deep behind the Rush goal. West come up with a big hit there. McIntyre in the corner. Chance on goal is knifed away by Majich. West have control again. Top of the umbrella, pass into the middle is a good one. Can't get the shot away. Back to the point it comes. West with good control here. Rolls off the stick, and it's just going to dribble outside the line. 1:15 left here in the opening power play for the West. Back the other way quickly they come over the line. Cuts up, takes it into the middle. Good pass there. McIntyre knocks his man down, and the puck will be cleared down the ice again. Puck's behind the net. West bobble it momentarily. Good forechecking there by the Rush. The port was in there, causing some trouble. Over the line they come with some speed. Looks like Sampson to me. He cuts to the middle. Good wheels. Good pass, shot, kicked aside. Rebound was there for a moment. And it's cleared down the ice by the Rush. Good stop from Majich in tight there. .25 seconds left on this power play. A couple of good looks for the West early. Over the line they come. Cutting up, passing back. Left at the point. That's Boyle for the West. He avoids one check, puts it across. Back into the middle. Pass again is a good one. Pass down low, goes to the net. Sharp angle shot, stop there, and looks like the net may be off behind Majich. .17:31 left here in the first period of play. Rush killing off a power play at the moment. So far successful, and now they're back to 5-on-5. Miller comes out of the box, over the line, takes a shot, rebounds there. Good stop there, and it's knifed on goal, and that's stopped as well by Kirsten. Down the wall, West trying to barge in, stopped there by McPhee. Barry will chip it outside the line for Crawley. He'll put it right back where it came from, and McPhee will try the other side. McPhee will dump it into the zone, take a big hit along the wall. And McPhee regathers, back to Barry. Now Crawley with it, trying to find some open ice. He'll spin back in his own zone, plays it across. Good pass, connects there. Quick shot is off the stick there. Another chance for the Rush, but they can't get the puck to the net. Coming off the bench, flying in there was Graves. Almost had a chance at goal. Now the West will come back the other way. Over the center ice line, over the blue line. Shadowed there. Graves makes him turn up. West still with possession. Flipped over the line. Back for it's McIntyre. Spins off his man. Chips the puck by the first forechecker, and the Rush will come quickly with a 2-on-2 rush, but they can't get it control of it. Butters lays a hit in the corner for the Rush. Can't come away with the puck, though. Pass off the stick there and just chipped to the line, but not out. Now they will battle it outside the line. Chance coming here for the West. That shot's off of McIntyre's stick and over the glass. I apologize in advance. Like I said, the rosters are sketchy at best for this one. Haven't been able to come across a Cape Breton West roster, so I'm just kind of doing it by recognition at this point, and I do have one for the Rush. If you notice a discrepancy in names, that's why. Off the draw, it's sent down the ice. Forechecking now. Coming away with it quite easily with the Rush. That hits a skate. Chance for a quick, sharp angle shot is negated. Pile up in the corner. Lewis and Butters taking the man out. Puck sent behind the goal of Cape Breton West. They're going to break it out quickly here into the middle, but that pass is a tough one to handle. To be driven back in by Graves. Rush getting a change in, and quickly back the other way will come the Cape Breton West Islanders. They'll get it over the line. Graves stops his man there, and the puck's turned over, but double teamed in the corner was Andrea. Quickly, they come back the other way. That pass is just chipped away. McIntyre has a partial break. Shoots! Oh, I think he may have chipped it over the pad, but can't quite tell. He goes spilling into the goal. Certainly a penalty coming up. Rush will get their first opportunity on the power play here as McIntyre draws the penalty. .46 left here in the first period. Rush looking to open the scoring here on their first power play of the game. Big hit right off the draw, and that's going to draw another penalty. Boarding will be the call. This one looks like it's going to go to number 11, Wyatt Wilson of the Rush. And that power play was short-lived for the Rush, 4 seconds only. 14:42 on the clock here. So we'll play some 4-on-4 hockey. Off the draw, quick shot towards the goal, kicked aside. Chance here for Pemberton through the middle, 2-on-2 rush for the Rush. He'll drop it off for Guthrow. Guthrow shoots off the stick of Kirsten and ramps up over the glass. Islanders win the draw, but bobbled behind the net. Guthrow put some pressure on. Andrea knocked over in the corner. Puck's played to the middle, and Kirsten seen off of that, and he'll hold for a face-off. West come away with it off the draw. Play out wide. Barry keeps his man to the outside. Has lots of help there from his mates, but West still come away with it. That pass is behind the target. It'll come out to neutral ice. West with good control. Dangerous pass. Just gets out of the reach there. Played down low. Rush with it again. Here's Laporte battling through a stick. West just having a tough time breaking it out here, and they finally do. Over the line they come. That dump in is off Barry's skate. And now the second try is a good one. West will get a change in now. Played to the wall, but that'll be just dragged outside the line by the Islanders, and now sent back down inside their own zone. Good outlet pass there. Coming back with numbers, 3-on-2. Should be a penalty, and it is. Barry was interfered with from behind at the line. Should be an interference call, or they may have just called the offside. I'm not sure. Looks like they are. That's a strange call, but we play on. Off the draw, Rush with it. Andrea over the line, goes between the legs, tries to battle it to the net, but he's knocked off the puck effectively there. Back behind the goal, battle for it, comes free, played to an open corner. West with it now again. Looking to get things pointed in the right direction. Bit of a high stick there, missed on Parker Lee, I believe. Played ahead, over the line they come, walking to the middle. Just knocked off the stick at the last moment. West with it again. Quick shot, a fake, goes around his man, kept to the corner by McIntyre. Played back to the point, walking in, quick shot off the glove of Majic. Played to the corner. Loose puck there, gobbled up again by the West. They'll keep it in. Another shot, and that one's high and wide of the goal. Battle for it as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And then it's chipped out to the neutral zone. That may have hit the referee. Big hit by Wilson at center. Graves tries to take the body, but at least gets the puck. Puts it across to McIntyre. McIntyre's pass is off a stick, doesn't reach the target. He'll get another opportunity. Plays it around hard, but Guthrow does well to chip it around his man. Icing's going to be waved off because of the pinch at the line. Kirsten stops it behind the goal. Good play there from Guthrow to flush his man out, but the West regroup. Played off the board, stopped at center by McIntyre. McIntyre will play it ahead, and that'll be dumped in. Kirsten stops it yet again with Guthrow flushing his defense back behind the goal. Into the corner. Sampson takes a hit along the boards. Played to the middle, just out of the reach there of Timmins. He'll gain it, plays it back to Crawley. Tough pass to take. Crawley battling along the wall. 3 West Islanders in there. And they come away with the puck. It's played out to center. McIntyre with it now. McIntyre looking for a pass lane. Chipped into the middle now, just out of the reach there of Timmins. Graves thinks about the hit at the line. McIntyre cuts his man off with the help there of Timmins. Puck's into the corner free. Graves with it now. Graves spins off his check. Loose puck in the corner. 2 rush there, but neither one of them take the puck. West with it again, driving it towards the front of the net. Loose puck. Shot might have been off a stick into the corner. 2 rush, pardon me, but neither can find the puck. McIntyre will find it and try to skate away with it. He'll gain the line and fire it in deep behind the goal. Kirsten stops it there, and the Rush will grab a change, I believe. Puck's played to the line, no one there for the West, and it'll be fired right back down by the Rush. Tucked behind the goal by Kirsten. LeBlanc forechecking for the Rush and loses stick momentarily. Loose puck gathered up there by Butters, and I think we're going to have a slashing call, or actually maybe head contact is the call. This one's going to go to Dakota Lewis, I believe, of the Rush. And the Islanders will get their second power play opportunity here. Or pardon me, the West. Not the Rush. Off the loose puck. Quick shot blocked by the Rush, and the loose puck will come free and fired down the ice again. In forechecking's O'Neill for the Rush. Behind the goal. West looking to break it out. Pass ahead is a good one. Over the line they come. Curled up at the line, and they'll get control. Into the middle. West with good control again. You can see they have some chemistry on this power play. Loose puck dribbles into Majic, but he'll hold for a face-off. Kept in at the line, walking into the middle, quick shot, stopped by Majic, and more importantly, no rebound. Off the shot from Rain McDonald, right off the draw. Walked around his man and put a quality shot on goal. Minute and 20 left here in the power play for the West, their second of the game. They'll control it at the point. Cross ice feed's a good one. Nice chance there in the middle, but a good stick there from Lee to lift his man's stick in the slot. Back down low. Looking for that seam pass. West are moving it around effectively. That pass is bobbled. McPhee tries to make a bid for the puck, but can't find it. Kept in at the line. Jonah Ellis with it now. Plays it back to the point. Just kept in. Pass across, good one, quick shot, just wide of the net. And McPhee has a loose puck, and he'll fire it down the ice for the Rush. Rush living dangerously with those cross-ice feeds getting through on this power play. That pass just gets through the stick of Andrea, and it'll get inside the line. McIntyre will find the opening. That's off a skate at center. Ellis got in the way of it. Stood up at the blue line there. Were the Islanders. Ben Guthrow in forechecking on James Boyle, but Boyle gets it to his partner. And that's sent ahead. Over the line they come, cutting to the middle. Chance here, McIntyre just gets a skate on it, stopping that promising rush. Andrea can't find the handle, drops it off for McIntyre. McIntyre bobbles it. He'll gain the line. Trying to kill some time on this power play. It looks like we are back to 5-on-5. Another successful penalty kill here for the Rush. Back behind the goal. Centering pass, fanned on, but does get to the goal. Stopped by Kirsten. Back to the point. Coming out quickly now are the Islanders. Trying to go wide with a man in the middle. Never reaches the target. Might have been a holding miss there as one of the Rush players was dumped. Might have been Andrea. Loose puck comes free to McIntyre at center. He'll have it knocked away from him. Comes in, knocks his man off the puck, but regathers. Centering pass is knocked away as well. Loose puck comes free, but Timmins doesn't see it in time. Or pardon me, maybe wrong player there, I apologize. McIntyre back behind his goal. Flushed out by the West. That's going to get to the line, but kept in. Loose puck into the middle. Quick shot. Glove down by Majic. Still scoreless here with 6:41 left in the first period of play. Shots on goal are showing 5-4 in favor of the West. puck controlled now by Sampson. Azure Sampson with it, has it knocked off his stick, and that's back out to center. That puck is off the stick of the Cape Breton West defenseman, and it'll dribble behind the goal, but he recovers nicely, gets it up the wing. 3 rush there, quick shot, big block in front on the Crawley, quick turn and shoot. Put into the middle, Crawley bobbles the rolling puck there before the shot can come. Play there from Timmins, back checking hard on his man to negate that rush chance for the West. Loose puck, Pemberton puts it across. LeBlanc just chips that outside the line, and it's sent right back down by the West. Pemberton with it, plays it up the boards. Now Miller, Austin Miller. Big stretch pass, and it's a good one. Over the line they come, into the middle. That was a slow developing play. Miller knocked off stride at center. McPhee stands up on his man, and Miller will finally get it inside the zone and go for a change. Kirsten stops it and hands it off to his defenseman. Played ahead, that pass misses everyone, and it'll go for an icing call. Face off inside the West zone to the left of Kirsten. Quick shot towards the goals, blocked before it got there. West come out quickly, that's a good pass ahead. West really like to stretch that ice. Big hit by Lewis, knocking Sampson down. And another West player comes in to let him know what he thought of it. Big battle between these Cape Breton rivals, their first game of the season, preseason nonetheless. Quick pass across on the near side, back into the middle with lots of room to walk. That shot is just wide of the net, ends up behind the goal. Pass into the middle, chance here coming, quick shot, and that's flipped over the goal. West really asserting their puck movement right now. Rush trying to do well to battle them to the outside, and that's going to be kept in at the line. West changing with offensive zone pressure. That shot is off a stick and over the glass. Jonah Ellis, big body out there, causing some trouble for the Rush down low. Draws, scrambled, comes free, quick shot. Oh, it's blocked by his own man in front, I believe. Behind the goal, loose puck. 2 Islanders back there, battle for it. Back to the point, quick shot coming, and that one is a seeing eye shot that gets right through to Majic. He'll hold for another face-off. Lots of shots coming in by the Islanders early in this one. So far, Majic has been equal to the task. Loose puck, one back, but knocked down by Graves before it could get to the goal. Pass ahead off the glass, out of the reach there of Laporte. They weren't on the same page. Islanders with a nice breakout pass, broken up momentarily, but now they come 3-on-2 the other way. McIntyre steps up to knock the puck away momentarily. He'll knock his man into the corner. Sticks are high. Back to the point, quick shot, blocked in front. Rebounds there, no one can find it. And now Reed does just in time with 2 Islanders bearing down on him. Back to the point. Quick shot, that's deflected in front. Looked like a bit of a high stick, but they allow play to continue. Behind the goal is LeBlanc. He'll flip it to the boards for Guthrow. Guthrow trying to battle it outside the zone. He's pinned there by 3 West Islanders. And it's played down to LeBlanc. He'll have some time to find Pemberton with it. Pemberton plays it to the line, but nice keep there by McDonald. Shot towards the goal, but knocked down easily. Guthrow can't find it in his feet. He's battled to the boards, and it's sent down by Andrea. Behind the goal, Kirsten bobbled it momentarily, just about gave that one away. Centering pass just out of the reach of Guthrow. and kept in momentarily by LeBlanc, and it'll be sent to the near side here, but out of the reach there, and Pemberton will fire it back down for the rush. Put up the wing, stopped, and chipped out to neutral ice. Deacon McPhee with it now, bobbles it, regains, bobbles it again, loose puck, off a body, loose puck's there, they score! Not sure who got the final touch on it, but a tough play there for the Rush, losing it just inside their blue line, and the Islanders capitalize, take a 1-0 lead here, 2:40 left in the first period. Looks like number 10, Sam Boyle, may have tapped that one home on the back door. No chance for Majic on that one. Puck's played outside at center, outside the line, but taken over at center by the West Islanders. Jonah Ellis circling behind his goal. Breaks it out cleanly. Played into the middle. That's a good pass there. Over the line they come yet again. Stop-up play is a good one. Chip to the middle. Loose puck gathered up and trying to bank it in there. Jam play at the side of the goal. Shut down just in time by Majic. Colton McIsaac with the drive there. Shots have gotten up to 10-4 for the Islanders late in this first period. Loose puck off the draw, off a body and into the corner. McPhee gathers it, plays it to the line, but kept in yet again by the Islanders. Behind the goal, wrap play is there, but it's shut down just in time by Timmins. West with another chance. Loose puck, battled away off the line by Austin Miller of the Rush. He battles it behind the goal. Picking up the play quite a bit in the last 5 minutes or so have been the Islanders. Played to an open wing. McPhee with it now. McPhee flips it out to neutral ice, but no one there for the Rush, and it's sent right back down inside the line. Barry chips it to the boards. Crawley does well to get a stick on that. Otherwise, it may have been a chance on goal for the Islanders. Loose puck bouncing inside the Rush zone, gathered by McPhee, played off the boards, but it's ahead of its target, Miller, and it's sent right back down. Rush trying to get organized here, looking like they're lost a bit of their steam early here in the first. Ooh, dangerous shot on goal. Just knifed away at the last moment by Majic from a shot around center ice area. Sampson with a chance but loses it. Turned over inside the line. Pass ahead for Butters, misses, but now he gathers the loose puck. Butters trying to make a move. He's sealed. That pass from the corner from O'Neill was fanned on. And West battling to get it outside the line, but hemmed in nicely so far by the Rush. Pass out to Butters is no good, and now come back the other way are the Islanders. Over the line they come quickly. Rush D are backing in. That shot's blocked by McIntyre. Stepped up there is LeBlanc. McIntyre spins off his check, plays it up the boards. Pass back from O'Neill to McIntyre. McIntyre cuts to the middle. Pass across for Butters. Butters misses the pass, thinking that McIntyre may have been shooting. Into the middle again. Quick pass into the middle, but it's out of the reach there of Butters. McIntyre tries to make a move, but that's regathered by the West and fired over the glass. 3 seconds left here in the first period. One more face-off ought to do it. We'll head to the first intermission. And that will do it for the first period of play. After one, the Cape Breton West Islanders hold a 1-0 lead over the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Shots on goal, 14-4. Stay with us. We'll be back for the second period shortly.
For Shaw. There's a set out, they score! And the Maoris win it 5-4.
the year that we all came in, it was the tradesmen back then that they had, and we had a ton of fun, and we enjoyed being at the rink. We enjoyed playing hockey, and first taste of kind of being at the rink every day. My first time getting to travel through the province to play. You know, every weekend you're going somewhere else, not just staying in Cape Breton. I'll never forget those days. It was, you know, we'd always drive to the rink, me and a couple of my buddies. You know, the group that we had that year was you know, one of my favorite years in hockey. And, you know, when you grow up, you always hear about the guys in the country are, you know, really skilled, really highly touted. And here it's just, you know, put your work boots on. Back at that age, it's, you know, it's hard to see that. It's hard to see that you're going to be able to play hockey for a living. You know, you're also thinking about your education and all that, and that's very important. My friends, you know, that I've met them through hockey, whether it was through minor hockey, through major midget, through professional.
And we're back for the second period of play. Looks like there's not going to be any ice scrape in this one. Off the draw, right in. Great chance for O'Neill, but it's chipped over the goal. McIntyre steps in, keeps it at the point. Played to the middle, taken over there by McDonald, and he'll play it up the boards. Kept in at the far side by Graves. He absorbs the check, but loses the puck. Played to the half wall, back at the point for Timmins. Timmins plays it across from McIntyre. He'll try to step up, works around his man, knocks his man down. May have been an interference call, but he gets away with it. Graves steps up on the far side, goes to the backhand shot. Rebound just chipped wide of the goal. Great chance there for the Rush to tie it up. Kept in at the line by Graves. Walks to the middle. McIntyre can't keep it in, but just shoots it in, and the Rush will go for a change. Great first shift here for the Rush, and they don't quite tag up, and the delayed offside is called. Face-off will come outside the line. Actually, they are calling the intentional offside. It's going to come all the way down the ice. Another draw, won by the West. Ellis spins off his man, looking for a lane. Gets it back to his D partner. Quick shot coming. That hits a body on the way to the goal. LeBlanc with it now behind his goal. Plays it ahead. Guthrow can't quite reach that one as the West pinch down on it. Played into an open corner. In for it now is Murray, but he can't get much on that pass. Played to the half wall. Quick pass there by Wilson. Hits a body over on the short side. It rolls off the stick before the shot can be taken. Behind the goal, Andrea battling his man. Loose puck comes free. LeBlanc stumbles but regains possession. Played ahead but out of the reach there at the blue line of Wilson. Loose puck. Just getting back is Pemberton, but he can't get it outside the line. Shot coming. That's blocked in front. Another chance coming as well. That one's blocked as well. Rush putting their body on the line as they should when turnovers are made. Loose puck gathered up finally. Pemberton plays it into the middle, but it's out of the reach of any Rush player there. Ellis with it in his own zone. Plays it off the wall. Fanned on there at center by LeBlanc. Back comes the West with a good shot with a pad stop there. New goaltender in for the Rush. I believe that's trying to get a name here. It looks like Max Reed possibly. West trying to break it out quickly into the middle. Good pass. Last man back's Barry. He gets a good lane on his man, but the puck is flipped at a play. Faceoff should be inside the Rush zone. That was Colton McIsaac with that opportunity for the Islanders, but stymied by Barry. Face-off won by the Rush. McPhee flips into the corner. Crawley avoids a hit. Loses the puck, however. Three Rush converge. Come away with the puck. Miller ahead to Crawley. Crawley trying to burn down the wing. Drop pass for Miller. Miller walks around his man. Tries to go back against the grain, and a good stop by Kirsten. That pass is off the shin pad of its own man at center. The Islanders try to break it out quick, but are unsuccessful. Miller again, short, sharp angle shot, blocker to side. Just about hops out of play, but kept in, they say. Battle back the other way quickly. Good battle there from Timmins. Poked the head by McIntyre. Here comes Crawley again over the line. Walks to the middle. Can't get the shot away. Defended very well by the Islanders. McIntyre flips it down behind the goal, keeping it alive for the rush. Back into the corner. Good stick there. No penalty as the rush player did get the puck first. And looks like a net is off behind Kirsten, I believe. That's the reason for the whistle. Great chance there for Colton Butters, I believe. Avoiding the penalty and walked in on Kirsten, but he shuts the rush down yet again. Face-off looks like it's going to be on the other side of the ice. Players are all unaware. Face-off control by the Islanders, played behind the goal. It's in the feet there. McIsaac bodied along the boards by the rush. Dug free finally, back to the point for McIntyre. McIntyre takes a quick shot. Easy glove saved by Kirsten. McNeil trying to battle to the front of the goal. It's knocked down and boxed out effectively by the Islanders defenseman there. Couple of why-I-oughtas after the whistle, but nothing comes of it. Islanders being waved out of the draw. Sampson will come in to take this one. One cleanly, quick shot. O'Neill didn't get everything he wanted on that one. Good stick though, and Butters falls going to the boards and absorbs a hit after that. Loose puck played up the boards. Big hit by Butters. Comes away with the puck, trying to find a passing lane. Puts it back down low, but no one there for the rush. Big hit there. Stepping up is Graves. Graves trying to go through a couple of Islanders. Puck played around to an open wing. Played into the middle. There's a man loose, and it's just onside. Quick shot just off the pad, I believe, of Reed. Puck played outside the line. Chipped right on goal. Kirsten has to sweep it behind the goal. Sampson picking it up now. Plays it ahead. Here's Ellis. Makes one man miss. Good pass into the middle. Over the line they come. Great puck movement. Just one. Oh, what a play. They score. Just going to say one pass too many, but somehow from about the icing line, they get it to go. 2-0 on a great passing play by the Islanders. Looks like Azure Sampson got that final deft touch on it to make it 2-0. Not much chance for Reed on that one. Sampson gets it to go from almost an impossible angle. That's going to be an icing call off the restart against the Islanders. Face off back down inside the Islander zone. Loose puck, gathered up by Ellis. He'll play it around the boards. LeBlanc steps up to keep it alive. Laporte, battled by 3 Islanders, but can't get the pass away. Find that open man. Stepped up on by LeBlanc. Loose puck chipped away by Laporte, but loose puck in the slot area. Shot just wide of the far post by Lee. Gathering that errant pass up, but can't find the back of the net. Loose puck dug free by Laporte. Centered. Jamming away at it, and Kirsten anchors the post. Keeps it out. 14:07 left here in the second period of play. Islanders 2, Rush 0. Off the draw, controlled in the corner by the West, played up to the wing. Shut down momentarily, but it hits a body and goes out to center. Dug free by Wilson. Wilson gains the line, but can't do much with it after that. Played ahead. No one there for the Islanders as the rush takeover. Wilson can't find the handle to dump it in. Gives chase on his own dump in. Turns it on to Guthrow. Guthrow's pass into the middle. Too hard for Andrea to take. Back to the point for McPhee. His pass is off a stick. It ends up getting to Andrea. He tries to find Guthrow. Guthrow wasn't ready for that pass. Played into the middle. Islanders with good support on the puck over the line. Weak shot towards the goal. And that's stopped by Reed easily. He'll hold for a faceoff. Off the restart, McIntyre with it behind the goal. He's got some room to skate, plays it off the boards. It's a good chip pass, just a little too far, but Miller gets to it in time. Behind the goal they come. McIntyre shields the puck, tries to center, does so. Loose puck's there, chopped on goal, but never does make it towards the net. Puck's behind the goal now, taken over by the Islanders. Played to the wing. Chip play is there, but they can't quite make it in time. Timmins trying to battle it to the front, just does get through. Crawley tries to go backhand forehand, but can't get the shot away. Loose puck, centering pass, just chipped by Graves. Into the corner come the Islanders. Graves tries to beat his man to the puck. He comes free with it. Good play from Sam Graves there, but the outlet pass misses everyone. Off the stick of McIntyre. He's battled, takes a shot up high. Over the line they come, into the middle. McIntyre takes a shot well wide of the goal. Like the idea, but nowhere near the net. McIntyre will try another shot, and that's off a stick into the corner as well. Back to the point, Crawley with it. Crawley eyeing a shot. Too many bodies in the way, I think. Now we look like we're going to have a penalty heading to Cape Breton West on this one as they touch up. Some words after the whistle as well. Head contact is the call. I think it may have been the contact I spoke about up at center ice on McIntyre, number 6 for the Islanders. It's going to be Cohen Phillips. I covered many of his games last year when he played for the Highlanders. He's no stranger to the big open ice hit. Off the boards, kept in by Pemberton. His shot towards the goal, just wide. Regathered there by O'Neill. He tries to put it towards the goal, but can't find any daylight. That pass into the middle was a good one by Pemberton, but O'Neill's stick exploded on him, accepting the pass. LeBlanc can't get the pass across, and it's played back to the point, but no one there for the rush as LeBlanc had pinched down. Here's Pemberton with it. Stretch pass. Hits that broken stick. No icing, and it is onside. Good play by Guthrow to beat his man. Centering pass there was thought about, but ended up not coming. Pass was there, but Lewis didn't make it. And now we have a 2-on-1 chance here for the West. Over the line they come. Pass into the middle, just behind, and a chipped on goal, but it's well wide of the near post. Rush will try to come in transition into the final minute here of the power play. Another shot. Bit of a seeing eye shot through the defenseman. There was Crawley. Or pardon me, that's Lee. Bit of a rebound there for Kirsten, but he finds it in time. 10:47 left in the second, just about halfway through this one. Shots on goal 17-11 in favor of the West, who hold a 2-goal lead. 52 seconds left in the power play for the Rush. Not a whole lot going on so far. Best chance was probably that 2-on-1 for the West. Back to the point for Barry. Barry walks to the middle, passes it across to McPhee. McPhee walks in, has a shot, scores! Bullet shot from Deacon McPhee. capitalizes on the power play for the Rush to break the goose egg. 2-1 with 10:32 left here in the second. Barry with the assist. Never a bad play to put the puck on net, and the Rush cut into the lead 2-1. Off the restart, played into the middle. Sampson chips it off the boards and goes. He's got a man streaking down the wing. Good back pressure there from Laporte, and it's played to the line, but kept in momentarily, and he gets it across to Sampson again. That shot is off a stick and high over the goal. Back to the point. McDonald plays it deep, but that's off a stick, and possession changes to the Rush. Flip to the middle. Laporte with it now. Tries to walk around his man and does. Backhand pass to the middle, but Lee was a step late on it. Good effort there from Laporte. Dug free. Barry with it on the boards. Takes a quick shot. It's going to be wide of the goal, but Kirsten not taking any chances. He'll hold for a whistle. Off the restart, loose puck, dug free by the West, played off the boards, and that's going to hop up at a play. Another face-off inside the Islanders zone. West have played a few more games in this preseason than the Rush. This is the Rush's first game of this early season. Big pile up in the corner. Wilson goes down with his man. Back the other way quickly come the Islanders. Good back check there from Guthrow. McIntyre steps up to help out. Big hit along the boards. And Wilson follows it up and staples his man. Now quickly the other way they come. Sampson puts it across. Good pass. Back door just wide of the near post. Or far post, pardon me. Played it to the line. McIntyre tries to step up. Knocks the puck away from his man. Played ahead, but they're just out of the reach of Andrea. And the West regain possession inside their zone. Sampson again with it. Great wheels over the line, but he bobbles it momentarily. Now it's fired back behind the Rush goal. Sam Graves now with it. Lots of time for that breakout pass. Finds Crawley. Crawley tries to find his man, but can't do so. McIntyre steps up, nicely chipping it away from his man. Puck's into the corner. McIntyre seals it. Comes away with the puck. Looks for the pass. It's just off a stick. Doesn't quite reach its target. Another loose puck gathered. They shoot, and it's just wide. I'm not sure how you missed from that close, to be honest. May have hit a body on the way. Pass ahead. It's a good one. Islanders looking to break it out. Looks like a penalty behind the play. Islanders had possession. That was number 9, Rain McDonald, getting tangled up with Crawley down low. He'll go to the box for 2 minutes or less, and the Rush will head back to the power play. Free Rush goes straight ahead with it off the draw, trying to battle it from Ellis. Ellis finds a way to come away with it. Tower of power back there for the Islanders. Good move there from Graves, but he loses the puck. Here's McIntyre regrouping at center for the Rush. He'll cut over the line, just onside. Pass out to the wing, shot on goal, stop there. Off the stick of Austin Miller. Good stop there from Kirsten. Minute and 34 seconds left here in the power play opportunity for the Rush. They were able to capitalize on their last opportunity. Off that draw, it's sent down the ice by the Islanders. Back to regain. McIntyre. He'll wait for his mates to tag up. Gets it ahead to Graves. Graves sees some ice and he'll take it. Over the line he comes. Back behind the goal, looking for an option. He's hauled down. Easily could have been a penalty, but they allow it to play on. McIntyre into the middle. Timmons couldn't take the one-timer. Back for McIntyre. Quick shot. Rebounds there. No one can find it. And it's harmlessly into the corner. Timmons and Miller battling for it there. Comes free. Loose puck gathered up nicely by Boyle. And he'll fire it to the line. But it's gloved down by McIntyre. Good play there. Down low. Crawley regrouping. Puts it across the ice. Graves with a shot. Scores! Good possession by the Rush. And Sam Graves fires it past Kirsten to tie the game at 2. Second power play goal of the contest for the Rush. Shots are now 17-16 in favor of the Islanders, and we're tied at 2. Good play from McIntyre to glove that clearing attempt down at the line and create that second chance opportunity for the Rush, and they capitalize. Nice low shot from the point by Graves. And he beats Kirsten. Plays back underway, back to 5-on-5. Puck behind the goal. Battling there is O'Neill. Loose puck here comes to Ellis. Ellis battled hard into the corner. Kicks the puck free. Kept in by LeBlanc. His shot's off a body and into the corner. Gathered up now by Phillips behind the goal. He'll skate it, takes a strange bounce off the glass and ends up back down behind the goal. Ellis with it now, shadowed nicely off the bench comes Parks, I believe. Rush can't do anything with it. Ellis, again, over the line, shadowed there by Parks, but it's sent down behind, Reed's net. Played up the boards. Taken over there by Murray. Centering pass is fanned on. Pile up behind the goal. Loose puck comes free for the Islanders again. Loose man in the slot there, but the puck doesn't arrive. Played ahead. Here's O'Neill. 2-on-2 rush with lots of back pressure, though. Good shot. Easy stop. Good play from O'Neill, though, on a bit of a long shift for him to just get that whistle and get his team a change. Not causing any kind of turnovers at the offensive blue line. It's always going to get you some praise from your coach. Puck's played behind the goal, right off the draw. Pass onto the wing is a good one. Pinching down there is Barry. Keeps it momentarily for the Rush. That's into the middle, but off the skate there of Lee. He'll spin it right back down. McDonald drops it off to his D partner. Played into the middle. That's taken over momentarily by Lee. Laporte comes in to help out, but the Islanders come away with it. Over the line they come. Into the middle. Barry gets a stick on it. Loose puck behind the goal. Shut down by Reed. Coming out quickly are the Rush now. Good back pressure again. Played over the line. Laporte has to go for it. Kirsten just chips it away from his hand. Actually, I believe they have changed goalies as well. The West. Maybe Rylan Landry in goal now. That should have been an offside call on the Rushes. They hadn't tagged up yet, but they'll allow it to play on. Puck's played to the line, but off the stick, and McPhee play it off the linesman and in. Giving chase now is Wilson. It's chopped away from him. Loose puck there, dug free. Andrea right off the bench. Takes it, takes a big hit. Don't think he liked it particularly. Loose puck comes to the slot. Andrea with a spinning shot. It's off a body and wide. This game might be ratcheting up a level here in physicality in the last couple of minutes. Behind the goal. Chip to a wing just out of the reach, but Islanders do well to get it down the ice. Maybe icing, and it is. Sam Murray couldn't quite reach that one for the Islanders. Rush trying to capitalize here with a tired line on the ice for the Islanders. 4:05 remaining here in the second. Draw is scrummed, comes free. Guthrow driving the net. He's tied up. Puck dribbles into the corner. Comes free, not enough to get back to the point. Chipped ahead, stepping up now is Graves. Graves takes a hit along the boards by two Islanders, stays on his feet and comes away with the puck. Over the line, Graves with it again. Latest goal scorer for the Rush, but he's knocked off stride by the Islanders defenseman and a backtracking forward as well. Stepping up here. Rush doing a much better job of sealing the lanes off. McIntyre with it. Plays it off the boards. Couldn't get much on that pass. Off a body at the Islanders bench, I believe. Here's Crawley with it now. Crawley's pass ahead is just over the stick there of Andrea. Played to the line, but it's going to be gathered up there by Sampson. Sampson curling in his own zone. Crawley right on him. Gets away with it. Takes a big hit from Graves. McIntyre thinks about stepping up. Falls back. 3-on-2 rush for the Islanders. Into the middle. Quick shot. Stopped by Reed. And the puck is into the corner. Loose puck gathered up again by Sampson. Sampson into the corner. Tag team there by 2 Rush players. McIntyre in there to help out as well. Trying to dig that loose puck free. Comes free into the middle. It's a good pass. Loose puck. Nice play there by Graves to find the open man. McIntyre chips it ahead of his man. Gives chase. Tries to battle. Can't quite find the puck as 2 Islanders converge. Loose puck to Miller. Miller will play it back behind the goal for Timmins. Timmins with it. He's sealed off nicely. And that's a big stretch pass, but it's wide of the mark. Icing's going to be waved off. Nice play there by LeBlanc to avoid the pressure. His pass is off a skate. Good regain there by Lee. Quick shot on goal. That's just wide of the net. Or pardon me, that was Pemberton initially. Behind the net again is Ellis for the Islanders. His pass is a good one onto the wing. And be flipped right down onto Reed. Left there for LeBlanc. LeBlanc plays it behind the goal. Pemberton has to regroup. Chips it off the boards. And just outside, that's going to be a high stick making contact with the puck. Face-off will come outside the line. Minute and 34 left here in the second. 2-2 between the Rush and the Islanders. Some discussion here. And it looks like we're all in preseason mode as the face-off's going to be correctly dropped on the Islanders side of center as they were the guilty culprits with the high stick. Loose puck off the draw, gathered up by Butters. He'll dump it in and give chase. In on McDonald. Butters seals his man, but the puck's moved quickly. Behind the goal is O'Neill. Trying to use his big body to come free with that puck. Butters with it. Can't find the handle. And that's played out to neutral ice. McPhee steps up on it and fires it in. Rush have to tag up. And it doesn't look like they have. Now they'll give the West lots of time to rush this one out. Over the line they come. McDonald dumps it in as we enter the last minute of play. Barry, nice quick pass over to Butters. He'll chip it ahead to McPhee. McPhee over the line. Quick shot just wide of the goal. Rims all the way around. Coda Lewis steps up to try and keep it in for the Rush. Dug down deep. Butters with it. Plays it back. Quick shot on goal. It's off a body. Back for Barry. Barry stumbles. Breakaway here. Good back pressure there from McPhee, and the loose puck's gathered again. That one's stopped by Reed. What a play there from Deacon McPhee to disrupt that initial breakaway, and a great stop on the rebound from Reed. Behind the goal, played back to the point. Running out of time here into the final 10. Great seam pass there, but it's off the stick, and finally gathered up and played out to center. Regathered there and fired right back in. And that will do it for the second period of play. After 2, the Rush 2 and the Islanders 2. Shots on goal 20-18 in favor of the Islanders. Stay tuned for the third period. We'll be back shortly. This time we look like we are having a scrape.
For Shaw. It's a setup, they score! And the Maoris win it 5-4.
the year that we all came in, it was the tradesmen back then that they had, and we had a ton of fun and we enjoyed being at the rink. We enjoyed playing hockey, and first taste of kind of being at the rink every day. My first time getting to travel through the province to play. Every weekend you're going somewhere else, not just staying in Cape Breton. I'll never forget those days. It was, we'd always drive to the rink, me and a couple of my buddies. The group that we had that year was one of my favorite years in hockey. And when you grow up, you always hear about the guys in the country are really skilled, really highly touted, and here it's just put your work boots on. Back at that age, it's hard to see that. It's hard to see that you're going to be able to play hockey for a living. You're also thinking about your education and all that, and that's very important. My friends, that I've met them through hockey, whether it was through minor hockey, through major midget, through professional. Just enjoy every day you go to the rink. I'm forever grateful for all the opportunities that I've had that hockey brought me, and it all started in Cape Breton with minor hockey, and then on to the major midget league, and I'm forever grateful for all of it.
And we're back for the third period of play between the Rush and the Islanders. After two, it's 2-2. Shots on goal 20-18 in favor of the Islanders. Looks like Rylan Landry in goal for the Islanders and Kalix Tornidis at the other end for the Rush. And we're ready to kick it off. Third period of play. Scorekeepers ready to roll. Here we go. Puck off the opening draw. Back to Graves to McIntyre. McIntyre off the boards. Takes a strange hop. Rolls outside the line. Islanders regaining. Fire it down behind the net. Stopped by Tornidis. Tornidis sweeps it aside dangerously. Oh, big collision behind the goal, I believe. McIntyre to Graves. Graves tries to put it ahead. Dumped down the ice. And the Islanders touch up. Tornidis get bowled over behind the goal. Interference will be the call. Number 19, Colton McIsaac of the Islanders will sit for 2 minutes or less. And in the preseason, we're lucky we didn't see a Donnybrook break out there after running into the goalie, but cooler heads prevailed, I guess. Power play opportunity for the Rush here. Played off the boards and around. Kept in by McIntyre. Down to Guthrow. Guthrow puts it across. Parks plays it around again. That's going to go all the way around for Guthrow. He has it hop over his stick. Played into the middle. McIntyre now regains. Graves walks in. His shot off a stick. And that's sent down the ice. McIntyre behind his goal. He'll break it out. Makes one man miss. Dishes it off to Graves. Graves sees a lane and takes it. Tries to go wide. Fans on the centering attempt. Regains possession behind the net. Battles to the boards. McIntyre will have to step up for it. Bobbles it momentarily, but it's put down to the corner, and they are going to call that a hand pass as it ticked off one of the Rush's players trying to glove that puck down. Minute and 12 left here in the power play. All the players again looking for a face-off inside the zone, but it's clearly coming outside on that hand pass. Face-off one to the boards, played back by McPhee to Barry. Barry with it now. Good footwork to get some room to work. Gets over the line. His pass across is off a skate, and it'll ricochet back out to center. McPhee having trouble handling it. Dishes it off to Lee. He'll get that return pass. McPhee tries to stretch pass, and it's by everybody and down the ice for an icing call against the Rush on the power play. Not something you want to see. Rush having a tough time getting their hands going here in the third period. A lot of missed passes. Bobbled pucks. 46 seconds left here in the power play opportunity. McPhee gets it off the draw, plays it behind the goal. Barry with it now. Barry gets it over to the wing for McPhee. McPhee picks it up, plays it ahead, just inside the line. Glove down at the line by McPhee. Fans on the initial pass, now gets another chance, plays it into the corner. Wilson behind the goal, sealed off, but picked up behind the goal again. Wilson hooked off the puck, keeps it moving. Now Laporte bobbles the puck and runs into his own man, and it's fired down the ice again by the Islanders. Quick up there by Tornidis. He gets it to McPhee, drops it off for Lee. Lee over the line, goes wide on his man with some speed. He'll go all the way around. He'll do a lap, plays it back down into the corner. Laporte couldn't handle it. Ends up right on Rylan Landry, and he'll cover it up for a face-off. And that'll do it for the power play. Not much to show for the Rush on that one. Back to 5-on-5. Puck into the corner, dug free by the rush. O'Neill tries to put it deep, comes away with the puck. He's stripped there and knocked off stride. Quickly back the other way is Azure Sampson. Over the line he comes for the Islanders, going wide on his man. Couple of hacks there. Pass back to the point. Boyle can't control it. Chance for O'Neill if he hurries. He's got good back pressure by Sampson. In on Landry and stopped on the break with great back pressure by Sampson to rush that shot. What a great stop there from Landry to keep this a 2-2 game. Big stretch pass, going to be gloved down there by LeBlanc at center, but he can't get the puck inside the zone. Back with it is Boyle. Boyle, his pass is off a skate. Ricochets back inside his own zone. Played into the middle. Lewis tries to go to his backhand, puts it back for Pemberton. His shot is well wide of the goal. Kept in at the far point. Crawley takes the drop, goes into the middle, tries to backhand pass. That's knocked away. Loose puck is going to be gathered up there by LeBlanc. LeBlanc plays it in the middle. That's knifed away. Rebounds there. Shot wide of the goal. Good play there from Crawley to get his stick on that. And he's battling down low against two Islanders. Back behind the goal. Boyle plays it ahead. McIntyre reads that well. Keeps it in. Try to keep this line pinned for the rush. Played to the line. Graves can't find the handle on that one. He's being chased hard by Sampson. Sampson with the puck now. Sealed off nicely by Miller was Sampson on that one. It's chipped down the ice. No icing on the play. Looked like McDonald and Crawley, both number 9s, got tangled up there. Graves steps up, finds the loose puck. We're trying to stick handle in a phone booth back there, but loses the handle. Played to the line, kept in momentarily. Now it'll be sent out. Looks like a bit of a weak penalty there. I'm not sure why they didn't call the whistle, but Rush clearly touched up. Now they do. Looks like a hooking call is coming. Looked like Miller just lifted the stick, and that's what he's lobbying on his way to the box. Well, you're very rarely going to get them to change their mind. And the West will head back to the power play. 15:02 left here in the third period of play with a chance to take the lead. Right back to the point. Pass down low is a good one. Back up to the top of the umbrella. Quick shot on goal. Well wide of Tornidis' cage. Rebounds there. Chopped on goal. Stopped by Tornidis. Some pushing and shoving. Referees screaming to get out of there. Otherwise, they're going to take one man. This Cape Breton West power play looks good. Quick puck movement, lots of exchanging places. Looks like we're getting someone ushered off the ice. Not sure if it was a late change or if he said something to the referee. It may have been that, but he's been... Oh, he may have an issue over there, actually. Hopefully he's all right. Back to the point, off the draw. Murray walks to the middle. Drop pass is a good one, down to low. Centering pass is off a skate, and that'll ricochet outside the line. Back with it's Murray. Pass across is a bit of a tough one to take, and it's put right back down into the zone. Andrea doing well, forechecking there for the rush. Quickly back the other way, good speed over the line. Quick shot on goal, stopped there by Tornidis on the short side. It's like Ryland Peoples with that dash, going wide on his man, but couldn't beat Tornidis. Minute and 21 left here in the power play opportunity. LeBlanc can't get the clearing attempt away. His stick is tied up. Back to the point. Ellis with it. Over to the middle. Back to the top. They have things set up the way they want them now. Ellis again. Curls off his check. Back to the top. Touch pass is a good one. That pass is off a stick. Behind the goal it goes. Dug free by the Islanders. And they'll reset things. Another shot coming. Rebounds there. Big save by Tornidas as he slides across to stop the rebound as well. Ellis with another one, and he shoots and scores. Pops the water bottle. After two great stops by Tornidas, Ellis walks in, makes a move around his man and beats Tornidas up high. Not much chance there for Tornidas on that one. Needs a little help from his friends after making those first couple of stops. Nonetheless, a great move from Ellis on that one. (3-2) Islanders, 13:44 left here in the third period on that latest power play goal. Dug free off the face-off. Graves to McIntyre. McIntyre puts it ahead, but O'Neill couldn't take the pass, and it's going to slide the length of the ice for an unnecessary icing call. Pardon me, that was Parks, not O'Neill, that missed that pass. Quick shot off the draw by the Islanders is blocked in front. Played around him, the far corner. Drop back from McIntyre. He'll switch the ice. Here's Graves. His pass is a good one up to Parks. Parks' pass ahead is good as well, but that's bobbled. No offside as it ricocheted off of a West player. Guthrow plays it in deep. West giving chase. Puck comes free, kept in at the line momentarily by Guthrow, but he can't find the handle. 2-on-1 chance coming. Quick play there, but a good play by McIntyre to knock that away from harm's way. Loose puck. Guthrow battling for it. Comes free from McIntyre. McIntyre will spin off his man. Loses it momentarily and regains. Plays it ahead. Here's Parks with it. Parks inside out. Moves a good one. Walks in. Loose puck. Good save there by Landry. Finds it in time with a couple of Rush players driving the goal. He seals off that short side. Face off inside the Islanders zone. Rush looking to find that tire. Played around the goal. McDonald with it now. Play it ahead. Just chipped outside the zone. Islanders with possession. McQuarrie dumps it behind the goal. Dangerous play from behind the net. Tornidas had his pocket picked, but gets back inside the crease. Back to the point it goes. McDonald across. Murray with a shot. That's off a body, but it is stopped by Tornidas. Good tracking of the puck there from Tornidas. Might have hit a body before it got to him, but he finds it in time. Another face-off won by the West. Into the middle. Quick shot coming. Tornidas may not have seen it, but it's wide of the goal. Back to the point again. Murray with a pass down low. McQuarrie tries to battle McPhee. Loose puck gathered up. Now taken away. McPhee gets it ahead. Into the middle for Butters. Butters with McPhee joining the rush. Quick shot, and that's well high and wide. Loose puck in the slot area. Pass on the back door, and that one is whipped wide by O'Neill. Pass back to the point, hits a body, and it'll ricochet outside the zone. Good action there from the Rush. They'll just tag up as they fire it back down. Pemberton will step up for the Rush, but can't find the handle. He's going to have to retreat to his defensive positioning. Islanders put it across. Loose puck at center, chipped by LeBlanc. Over the line they come. Good play there from Pemberton. He's sealed on the wall now, looks to move the puck to one of his teammates. Islanders do well to dig it out. Into the middle they come. Quick shot, rebound. Oh, actually it's a pass across and a beauty at that. And it's finished off nicely by Mac McClellan. And at the 11-minute mark here of the third period, West have jumped out to a 4-2 lead, regaining their 2-goal advantage. Great pass in the slot area to find McClellan on the back door, and absolutely no chance for Tornitas on that one. Off the restart, played ahead quickly, chipped down inside the rush zone, behind the goal, chipped ahead by Tornitas, pass across, tough one to handle, but good play there from Crawley to get around his man. He stops up into the middle, Timmins shoots, big save by Landry, point blank on Timmins. Rush tried to answer right back, but Landry to the rescue. Really good look there from Crawley to find Timmins streaking down the middle. Off the draw, Graves with it. His lane's taken away, looking for an option, finds it. That one hits Miller in the shoulder pads on the way. Pass back to Graves along the boards, pinching down. He'll come away with it. Loose puck comes free. Two Rush players in each other's way there at the moment. Graves tries to battle it and just does squeak outside the line. Graves with it again. Tries to go through the middle. Good play to battle his man off the puck there by McIsaac. Loose puck dug free again by the Rush. They finally try to battle something towards the net, and it's chipped by Graves. McIntyre back with it in his own zone. Drops it off there, but Crawley can't find the handle. He gets around two men, and now another knocked off stride, but tries to drop it out to McIntyre. Passes a little ahead of him. McIntyre with the whip play across, but tough one to handle for Crawley on the back door. Over the line they come. Into the middle, Sampson puts it back to the point. Wide open on the far side. Quick shot. Good glove stop by Tornitas. He takes a little bit of a bump there from the latest goal scorer, McClellan. But nothing will come of it. Back behind the net's McPhee for the Rush. He'll play it up to Laporte. That pass is negated. Dug free there. Played towards the goal, but a bouncing puck is stopped by Tornitas. Cohen Phillips in there causing a little trouble for the Islanders. Been a pretty solid game across the board. Lots of competitiveness with both teams looking to finalize their rosters. And off that face-off, somehow the Islanders go straight ahead. And it's shut down by Tornitas on the goal line. Puck's played up the boards, but out of the reach there. The Rush players on the wall. Good play there from Laporte. Knocks his man down, and the puck comes free for Lee. Lee tries to go around his man. Good seal there by Rain McDonald. Puck's played behind the goal. Played back to the point. McPhee. Puck didn't quite get there fast enough for him to take a shot, and it's played down around the goal. Wilson laying the body, but Peoples comes in to pick up the loose puck for the Islanders. Puck's played ahead as the Islanders have a man high. Back for it is McPhee, and he does very well to knock his man off the puck, and no shot gets towards the goal. Lee with it again, knocked off stride. Puck was not there, to be honest. It should have been interference. He chipped it around his man, but the referees didn't see it the same way. Pemberton steps up to seal the middle, but Peoples is there as well. Puck's played ahead, but no one there for the Rush. LeBlanc regains possession momentarily, and the Islanders will send it back down inside the Rush zone. Pemberton flushed out behind the goal. He'll gain the line. Tries to dump it in, but Ellis is there for the Islanders to stop that. Glove down at the line by LeBlanc. Gets it into the middle. Loose puck gathered up by Guthrow. His shot on goal is just off the blocker of Landry and into the corner. Golden opportunity there for the Rush to try to cut the lead in half. Guthrow seals the wall again. Good stick there. Ellis behind the goal, spins off his check. Played to the line, but McIntyre's just coming off the bench. Couldn't quite get there in time. McIntyre gets in a little bit of a trouble, and it gets back to Tornidis. In causing some trouble there are the Islanders. Now a turnover behind the goal. Loose puck to the point, but that's going to slide by Boyle and go the length of the ice. Loose puck fired up the wing. Kept in by Lewis. Played down low for O'Neill. Now O'Neill into the middle. Backdoor. McIntyre with it. He'll take a quick shot just wide of the net. Turn and firing are the Rush, trying to put as many pucks towards the goal as possible. That's played to an open wing, but no one there for the Rush. McIntyre back with the two West Islanders there, but the pass into the middle goes astray. Pass into the middle, hops over the stick there of the Rush player. Going back to the bench there is McIsaac. He'll fire it back down for the Islanders and get a change. Graves plays it up the boards. Chipped into the middle, but no one there. Dangerous play. McIntyre has it knocked off his stick as well. Back behind the goal for Graves. Graves plays it to the open corner, but no one there to take possession for the Rush. Back to the point. Murray, cross-ice feed to the goal. Rebounds there. Stopped by Tornidis, and lots of pushing and shoving. Tornidis down in the middle of it. Get out of the goalie's crease, guys, before someone ends up injured. Tornidis is down. I'm hoping he's just covering himself up. .5:55 left here in the third. Tornidis is still down. We're going to take an injury timeout here. We'll be back with you shortly. Tornidis looks to be okay. He'll stay in the game. Great to see. Faceoff will come outside the line. 5:55 left in this one. Islanders win the draw. They'll backhand it inside the Rush zone. McPhee's there. He'll play it ahead. That pass is cut off. That's going to be an offside call on the Islanders. Off the draw, McPhee plays it over to his D partner Barry, but that pass misses. Barry will return the favor, gets it ahead to McPhee. Icing will be waved off as Miller's stick was lifted. Loose puck almost gathered up there by Timmins, but regained by the Islanders. McClellan passes it ahead. Good hit there by McPhee, sealing his man, Sampson, and he's getting the business now. Crawley down in the corner. Bodies are going to start flying here. I'd advise a couple of penalties here if I was the referees, just to keep this one in check. Settle things down. Crawley behind the net, trying to avoid contact. Loose puck comes free for Miller. Miller circles the goal, back to the point for Barry. Barry over to McPhee. McPhee, his lane's taken away, takes the shot anyway, but it's wide of the goal and it's going to drift outside the line. Barry plays it to an open wing for McPhee. McPhee plays it ahead again. Miller with it now. He chips it off to the linesman, but Crawley keeps the puck moving. Now the Islanders take control, but it's played outside the line. McPhee with it again. Feeds Barry. Barry plays it ahead to Crawley. Crawley will just deflect that one in. Rush will get a change. Miller in, trying to wait for his mates to get on. 3 Islanders come in there, and the puck's still in that mass of humanity. Lee battles it to the front. Quick chance there by LeBlanc, just wide of the goal. Another shot towards the goal by Pemberton, but it's knocked aside as well. LeBlanc knocked down just inside the line. Somehow that stays onside. Now Sampson with it, battled into the corner by Wilson. Played behind the goal. Islanders with control. They'll skate things out the other way. Try that long stretch pass. That one doesn't make it through LeBlanc. He can't get it inside the Islanders zone, however. 3:42 left here in this one. Over the line, Sampson goes in between the legs, tries to take the backhand. It's sealed off by Pemberton. Back to the line. Quick shot on goal. McIsaac gets it through, but it hits a body and harmlessly into the glove of Tornidas. Scramble draw comes free for Andrea. Andrea puts it through his legs, has a lane, has a man streaking the front, finds the stick, but no shot. Loose puck comes free off the stick there of Graves. Can't get the one-timer away. Now the other way comes the Islanders. McIntyre gets a stick on that one. Kills that rush. Into the corner it goes. Trying to pick up that loose puck. It was O'Neill, pardon me, and it's played back down inside the zone. Here's Graves with it. Graves cuts to the middle. He'll see a lane and takes it. Over the line he goes. On his backhand. Tries to cut to the middle. Stopped by Landry. Rebound chopped over the goal. And Islanders with possession again. Played to an open wing. Battling here are the Rush. Try and make this a 1-goal game. It's flipped high. Big hit there by Graves. McIntyre follows it up and finds the puck. Gets it ahead. Loose puck's there. Rush with it. Drifted off his Graves. Drops it into the middle. Guthrow. Oh, he is absolutely stapled as he gets that shot away. Big stop by Landry. Guthrow looked like he got one up high on that release. Good action at both ends of the ice. Bodies flying everywhere. Off the restart, McDonald sealed in the corner but gets it across to Murray. Murray with it now, plays it across. That's a tough pass to handle. Just onside at the line are the Islanders. That centering pass is off of McPhee's stick. Centering pass is there, chopped away by Tornidas, and he has seen enough of that. He'll hold for a face-off. Great intensity in this one, and these two teams will head back to Antigonish tomorrow for a rematch. Off the restart, puck comes free just off the side of the post. Tornidas dives to keep it out of the goal. Back to the point. Another shot coming. That's redirected in front of the goal by McPhee. Backhand attempt from behind the goal, trying to bank it in off Tornidas, is stopped as well. Crafty play there. Played down into the corner off the draw. Islanders can't find the loose puck. Timmins will skate after it for the rush. Regroups in his own zone. Pemberton with it. He bobbles it. He's sealed off nicely by McQuarrie. Big hit from behind. No call on the play. Looked like Pemberton's numbers were showing, but they allow it to play on. Good play by Timmins to seal his man, and bodies are flying. Great intensity. And here we go again. That one's LeBlanc. Bodies. No one cares that there's a puck on the ice at this stage of the game. Into the final minute here. Puck's played to the middle, but no one there for the rush. Finally played outside the line. Crawley will pick up this loose puck, go the other way quickly. Sealed nicely to the outside. Bodies being taken down low. The Islanders are throwing everything they have. Puck piled up in the corner. Some slashes happening now. Puck played up the wing, into the middle. Islanders are going to break it out here. Over the line they come. Sampson gets poke checked by McIntyre. Quick pass ahead comes Graves. Graves has it knocked away from him at the last second. And now the Islanders are going to come quickly the other way. 4-on-1 they come. Sampson, back door. They score! An off-speed shot. Sampson gets the puck across. And with 15 seconds left on the clock, that'll be the dagger. Make it 5-2 in favor of the Islanders. No chance there for Tornidas as the Islanders break out with a 4-on-1 attack. Looks like Colin Crawford put that one home. The second goal, that was kind of a chip slash change-up that finds the back of the net for the Islanders. Lots of pushing and shoving after the whistle. Now some punches are being thrown. Should make tomorrow's game pretty interesting. No love lost between these two Cape Breton rivals. Mac McClellan being shown the gate. If the referees were smart, they would just run the clock and get this one over with, but we'll see how they decide to handle it. Looks like Wyatt Wilson is being shown the door as well, and Kingston Laporte will follow for the rush. And we'll drop the puck one more time, at least. And it's chopped right down the ice by the Islanders, and that should do it for this one. Peoples in forechecking, trying to stir things up for the Islanders, and they'll come away with the victory. Final is 5-2 in favor of the Islanders over the Rush. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Jeff McIntyre for High Button Sports. Be sure to tune in for all the preseason action. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great Saturday.